Greetings, beloveds. The excitement lies in the truth that the threshold has been crossed. That which you think, you manifest instantly. That which you harbor in your heart, you bring forth. Beloveds, we ask you to become more cautious in your thinking. When you indulge in criticism, when you indulge in judgment, the impact that each of you have is far greater, far broader, far deeper, far wider within this time-space continuum, and then it reverberates out. Please understand that caution in your thoughts. When you find yourself thinking in a pattern, complaining, criticizing, judging yourself or others, the effects and the impact and the residual energetic dynamic that issues forth from these thoughts, that issues forth from these words, even the language that you allow yourself to heal when others are speaking, is having a profound impact on what is being manifest. Become vigilant to seek out the light, to live from the light, to speak from the light. And when you find yourself engaged in a conversation that draws you to a lower frequency, just become aware, beloveds, that this is impacting more than you can possibly imagine. You have all been granted upgrades. You have all been given blessings that are moving you in elevation as you step closer to the full remembrance of yourselves as the I am presence. And understand, beloveds, that every word that you utter, every thought that you think, you are manifesting. For there is no other way for creation to continue to perpetuate itself. The sense of excitement that we hold is you are stepping closer and closer to the truth of yourselves. Listen, pause, listen, pause. In that pause, in that moment of stillness, there you find the connection. Listen to the words that you think, listen to the words that you speak. Come to these moments of stillness, come to these moments of pause, for within them, you find the truth. It is like a treasure that is hidden, and there are treasures everywhere. They manifest as miracles when the truth is revealed. And there is truth that is available for each of you, as there is a cohesiveness to this group. And indeed, the numbers will expand and the numbers shall shrink. And the numbers will expand and the numbers shall shrink, as does the breath expand and contract. What is happening with each of these breaths is each expansion and contraction moves you closer and closer to the truth of you. There is a consciousness that is being asked of you, beloveds, to bring to these moments. How could I see this differently? How could I see this through the eyes of love? How could I see this through the words of truth? Many of you are living in circumstances that are conditional, that are within a comfort zone, within a lifestyle that have been created and developed out of an antiquated system. Many of you will find that things are shifting for you. Relationships are shifting. Occupations are shifting. Residences are shifting. You will be drawn together as you are now, as this virus, this condition, makes its way through this dynamic. Understand that it is a reflection of a virus that exists within the minds. Allow yourselves, beloveds, to understand that you can completely change the outlook by changing how you see and how you perceive, rather than judging and saying, this man is wrong, this man is broken. Look to see the light, rather than saying, this system of government, this system of medicine, this system of banking, rather than looking upon these and seeing what is wrong. Look for and see what is right, beloveds. For through that lens, you will begin to see the truth of what is there, for you are gazing instead upon the illusions that you each have taken part in. The truth of the structure and the hierarchy of the soul's incarnation will become apparent to you too. They are much like paper dolls that seem to be one dimensional. And then as you release them, you find that there are many aspects and many dimensions. As there are to each one of you, so are there with all beings. This is indeed the time. The threshold has been crossed. Become aware, beloveds, of what it is that you speak, for your words become manifest at a frequency now that is more rapid than you could possibly imagine. Become diligent with your lessons, become diligent with the training of your mind. And when you find that you have fallen into the traps, forgive and bring yourselves back. It is much like anything that has been knocked over. Keep yourself weighted and allow it to come back to balance, back to parity. The sense of responsibility lies broadly on your shoulders. Come and meet me. Have conversations with me. Allow me to remind you of the truth of you. Allow me to speak through you. Allow me to speak of you and with you and for you. Come and take my hand and allow us to be as one. Many of you have come forth. There is much that is being revealed to you. Much revelation leads to clarity. It brings forth light, brings forth love. There are two questions that are pressing within this group. Who is it that wishes to step forth and make their inquiry today, here and now?
I have a question. Jesus, hi. Thank you for caring so much about me and not letting go, even in my seeming confusion. I'm very grateful. I do have a pressing question for you that I was hoping you could help me with. Is illness, um, what are the steps I can take to move toward healing, not only for me, but for anyone who has physical illnesses? But I have the diabetes, as I know you already know. I know that's not who I am, yet I was wondering how to manifest healing.
Thank you for your question, beloved, for this extends to all. All have circumstances such as this, or beings in their life who have this. There are several levels to this, beloved. There is what you can do within the dimension that allows you to no longer perpetuate this dynamic through the foods that are eaten. There is what can be done where there is movement of the body, where there is a generation of activity that allows you to keep the body heated to a certain level through motion that will no longer allow the body to cool to the point where there are aspects that begin to harden as the body remains heated. It helps the energetic flow. At the level of the mind, you must begin to, and you shall, with the workshops that you have chosen to undertake, understand the patterning that you have when it is what you are looking for is a sense of sweetness that exists outside of you rather than finding the place within you where that tenderness and that sweetness exists. It is truly through the reframing of the mind and of the thinking that will allow the emotional and the physical aspects of beingness to fall into alignment. Place your hands with care and with love upon your body. Begin to appreciate the vessel that you have chosen to undergo this journey, beloved. As we had spoken prior to this incarnation, you have come back to be of the greatest service to all. Each of you had conversations with me. Each of you continue to. And beloved, you have come here to show people light as you lift your brush to a canvas and you bring forth light and colors in your art. So too are you a work of art. Lift the brush of your own fingers to your own body and have appreciation and love for the beingness that you are, the creation of art that you are. Love every aspect of you, from the hairs on the top of your head to the toes on the bottom of your feet. Allow yourself to touch your body with love, with grace, understanding the divinity that runs through the physical vessel. Take your time as you move your hands over your face and over your arms and over your chest and over your stomach and over your bottom and down over your legs, and talk with love to the organs that lie on the inside of the body, for they are as essential to you as are the organs that exist within any creature. As you eat your food, bless your food. Ask that it nourish you. If you eat the meat of animals, thank them for their sacrifice. Thank even the fruits and the vegetables for the color and the life and the energy that they give to you. And allow yourself to see yourself, beloved, as the blessing that you are. And when you forget, ask us and we shall remind you. Does this answer your question, beloved?
Yes, it does. And I'm feeling it deep within. And I'm grateful for you for just continuing to be a big brother to me. I love you very much.
I love you as well, deeply. Thank you for volunteering to come, to bring yourself, your transformation, as you had spoken of seeing the transformation in others, is coming for you, beloved. There is no one left behind. We thank you for your query.
Thank you very much.
There is another question to be posed at this time, beloveds. Who is it that comes forth?
Well, if I could ask a question, I'd appreciate it. I'm sorry somehow this seems so insignificant after Jill's question, but there's a lot of us who are well over 60 and who have been planning our retirement our entire lives and saving in the stock market and this type of thing. And, I know there's been talk of converting money to gold and buying things that, like property and that type of thing. But for many of us, it seems crazy to liquidate a lifetime of savings and buying stacks of gold coins or something. I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around that. And so I'm finding, talking one-on-one with other members of the community, that this whole financial issue is a huge issue for us of what we're supposed to be doing, especially with the messages we've been getting of the stock market that's going to crash and all that kind of thing. And so I think it's causing a lot of anxiety, and I'd like guidance in that regard.
Beloved, we thank you for your question. When you have made money your master, so it rules you, for you to truly understand that money is an energy and energy flows, you will come to see that your fear turns off the faucet of the energy. There will be circumstances that will indeed occur in accordance with your beliefs, beloveds. As you wrap yourself around the mundania and the fears of lack, then that you shall experience. When you allow yourself to know that you have never been without and that you never shall be, it begins to loosen the hold that this entire dynamic has upon you. You, beloved, have lived very much within the world and of the world. You are being asked this time to trust that all that you have prepared and all that you have done will get you through all that is to come. You are being asked to take a leap of faith while mired in a third dimensional reality, to step into realities of the higher realms and understand that wherever you place your fears is where you are placing your conscious energy. Allow yourself to find within, beloved, the places where you need not fear, knowing that you have prepared. For every time that a stock market crashes, it does indeed recover. Every time that a being falls down, they do indeed rise once again. You must believe that and know that all will be provided for you. Hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, there were no markets, there was no investments, there were no other ways to exist than to live by the land. You are being encouraged to find ways to turn to nature, beloveds, to find ways to turn to resources other than those which have been created to entrap you. You are caught, beloved, within the manipulations of a society that says that what is more important than you is money. And you are being asked now to find a way to exist outside of that system that you have become so deeply enmeshed into. And yet, at the same time, you have to know how to survive in this world that you have chosen to partake in. We say to you, beloved, you will always be taken care of, and you must have faith in that. But when you retreat to your mind, and when you retreat to your fears, and when you continue to speak them to yourself and to others, please know that you are continuing to make that real for you. We have expressed time and time again that this is indeed all an illusion, but the illusion, beloveds, are the fear that you continue to imbue this with. You say, this is real, this is wrong, this should be different, I am scared, what's going to happen? What is ultimately going to happen is that all will be returned to the light and to the love from whence you all came. You will design your reality, beloved, and it shall be different than anyone else. For you are bringing your mind and your fears to it. The work now for you to do is to begin to believe in yourself. Know that you are a woman of tremendous resilience, and you have overcome circumstances that have been most dire, and you have come through triumphantly. You have a family that loves you. You love dearly. You have friends who love you as well. You will never be without, beloved. And that you must believe. When you have faith that says, all that I need is provided to me, and you believe this, then indeed that is what is made manifest for you. But if you believe that what you have is real and it can be taken from you, then that is what you shall create. So the responsibility becomes yours, beloved, to then say, let me prepare and let me have faith. Both exist for you, for that is the world that you have chosen to indulge yourself with. Our love for you is eternal. Your love for yourself is eternal. Find that rather than indulging in the fear. And be careful of your words, for they do manifest. Be careful of your thoughts, because they do as well. And allow yourself to live within the framework of the magnificent creation that you are. You are indeed given the mind of the Creator. Each of you possess a God mind and a will of God. Be conscious and aware of that you create. And if you find that you have created something that is no longer of your liking, unmake that reality, beloved. Draw back your energy. Release yourself from that creation and make a different one. The fear that you live with, beloved, can be banished and vanquished. You must choose to release the fear. And then know that every circumstance that occurs to you is happening for you and with you, to bring you and direct you and to guide you back to the kingdom. Let go, beloved. That is our single greatest recommendation for you. Allow the universe to supply everything that you need. And know that you will always be taken care of. You are all always taken care of. Does this provide you the answer that you seek, dear one?
Yes, thank you very much.
We love you. Please understand your fears, your concerns are held by so many. We thank you for your courage to come forth and to voice them, for the answers are meant for all. We thank you for being one of the first to step forth, and we look forward to speaking with you more. We love you and know that our blessings are upon you. You have my promise that you will always be taken care of.
Thank you. I apologize for my faith not being as strong as it should be.
Beloved, your faith brought you forth here today. It is brilliant. What you are is more honest than most. Most harbor the fears that you do, but they do not have the courage to stand forth and say, what about me? Will I be okay? Will the ones that I care for, will the ones that I love be okay? You have a faith that is the width of an ocean, or you would not be here in conversation with us. There is no need to apologize ever, beloved. You are as precious to us as you could possibly imagine. Each of you are beloved, beloved to me and beloved to each other. And when your fears get the better of you, reach out to another and say, I'm scared. And let the other hold your hand. Let them hold you with love and tenderness and compassion. For each of you have the different aspects of your existence that bring you to your knees, that bring you to fear, that bring you to tears. Thank you, beloved one. Thank you all for your attention. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your prayers. You are being woken in the wee hours of the morn. There are conversations we are having that are beyond this platform. Beloved Valerie, do not allow yourself to think thoughts that are negative and less than. Know that you are as you are meant to be, living the journey that you are meant to live. And as you come back and you report on what it was that you experienced, we applaud you for your courage. Rest in the knowledge that you are loved. We would ask the same for all of you, to know that all is provided, all is taken care of, and all is well. Daily, spend time in silence. Daily, tend to your lessons. Daily, share and give. Daily, commune with each other. As you spend time with one another, the illusion of time, as grand as it is, as you come together, as you gather together in love, there is a power to this collective, to this community, to this tribe. We thank you for your commitment to one another, for your commitment to the light. We appreciate watching each of you awaken. It is much like a field of eggs, and the baby chicks are popping their heads through the shell. And you come and you remember who you are. And you find out that you are angels. And your wings come alive, and you extend them, and you say, ah, I remember. And we welcome you. We welcome you from your slumbers. The excitement that we possess is watching you awaken. And that is happening for each and all. Blessings and love for each of you, beloveds. We shall speak with you again.